Have you been looking for an inexpensive way to transcribe your videos that doesn't require a pay per video or subscription based software? Well, today I'm finally going to tell you about something that I found. I've been searching since I started this channel, since I started creating videos for my students, and there's a deal going on now, a Black Friday deal that I really want to recommend because it's so great for educators or for anybody creating tons of video content that they want to make sure is more accessible to their viewers. So I'm going to give you a short tutorial or a behind the scenes look at this particular tool, Happy Scribes, and I'll link below the deal that's going on. It's connected to AppSumo, so I believe you have until the end of the month, the end of November, to get this deal in particular. So I'll give you more details later on in the video. Okay, so if you've been creating videos for a while, either for your students or whoever your audience is, you've probably realized how long and time consuming it is to edit the subtitles on your videos. If they don't exist at all, then of course it takes tons of time. But one shortcut is to just post the video on YouTube and get the automatic YouTube subtitles. But as you probably can tell, those aren't that accurate. The lack of punctuation drives me crazy, and the lack of capital letters as well. And again, it's not super accurate to what you're actually saying, so it could take quite a while to make those changes. So personally, when I have shorter videos, I do take the time to edit them. But longer ones, I don't have the time on my hands between teaching, working on my dissertation, working on this channel and on my blog. And so those videos have gone by the wayside, but I've been looking for ways of adding subtitles as soon as I can. Okay? And so if you use your videos to teach, then potentially maybe your school or university has an option for getting those CC'd, but mine doesn't, right? And so I do want to make them more accessible and on this channel and in my class. And so with this tool in particular, Happy Scribes, you can it creates subtitles for you. And what I love is it's much more accurate than YouTube and includes, the details, the punctuation, and the capitalization that I've really been looking for as well. So it's a much faster process. Okay, so if you've never bought an AppSumo deal, and this isn't sponsored, but if you use the referral link below and you've never bought there before, you can get $10 credit, as can I, for your purchase. So it could be even less expensive. Though again, this deal going on now, it's 80% off its usual price. Okay, and you would get 2 hours of video each month that you can have transcribed and then fix up the subtitles and then upload it wherever it is that you want to upload your video. You can also create transcriptions for a blog post, for example, or for creating PDFs for your students, whatever it is that you're looking for as far as getting that transcription or subtitles going. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you behind the scenes so you can look at my screen and see me doing this process with one of my particular videos. This is the dashboard, right? So this is behind the scenes. And as you can see here, a few things to point out. It tells you how many credits I have left. Okay, so I bought it on Monday and I immediately started experimenting. As you can see, these are my longer videos that are also on the top of my playlist as far as the most popular videos on my channel. These are the ones that hadn't been CC'd yet, and so I went ahead and downloaded them. Okay, so it tells me I have 9 minutes left and 18 seconds for this month, and again, it refreshes at the first of each month, so soon enough I will have 2 more hours to work with. Okay, so you'll see them all here. Now, before we get into opening them and showing you around, there's also this element which I really like, the My Vocabulary. And so what you do here is you help them recognize words that you say that might not be familiar to the program. So currently I have Erica Romero and Ever Educating. I can also have Erica, so they know that I spell my name with a K. So then maybe Kahoot, right? Zoom, Loom, just words that you say often that are somewhat out of the norm, right? And so you save changes, and now those are put in there as well. But basically here, what I'm going to show you is how to upload a new file. So I have these already, but I'm going to go here. And so here's my channel. And this one's a recent one that fits in with that budget of only having 9 minutes left. So I'm going to copy the link address, go back here, and I'm going to say upload a new file. And then it's going to ask me, what do I need? A transcription or subtitles? I'm looking for subtitles. Okay. And then it has, all right, where are we getting this file from? My YouTube channel. So then I can connect it if I want to, okay? Or I can click done here and I say, oh, just a public link. So in that case, I can just do the exact link and say import. And there it is. Now it's going to upload. it's fully uploaded. As you can see here, you can choose the language, and there are plenty of languages to choose from. Okay, automatic transcription, use my vocabulary, so they look out for those words that I added, and then I click submit. Okay, so now it's there, and it's going to start working to create the transcription for me. So now it's uploaded. Now that took a little less than 5 minutes, which might seem like a lot, but something you can't see on the screen is that I currently have 1 bar of Wi-Fi. So my internet is very slow currently, and yet still it only took 5 minutes to load this video. When I was doing this yesterday and I had all of these, I had all of them up in less than 15 minutes. And as you can see, they're much longer, but I was somewhere where there was much more Wi-Fi. Okay, so don't take that as an example as far as how fast or slow it is, but definitely if you have slow internet, this can still work for you. Let's go ahead and open up the one we just downloaded. And here's the main page where you will be able to edit your subtitles, okay? So it has here what's current, and what I really love is that in red, it highlights the words they're unsure of, if they've translated it correctly or if they've transcribed it correctly. So there are other words that are in black that are also incorrect. It's not going to be perfect, but I love that it actually points out the areas that they're uncertain about, right? So you have here, and you can scroll down wherever you want, and then you can move to listen to certain portions of it. You can just click in and make a change. What's really cool is, let's say, so hey there, this is Erica from Ever Educating. As you notice, the vocabulary, right, helped. And today I'm focusing on gifts to give for educators, either for yourself to put on your own list or to give to an educator friend, right? Very accurate. And we're going to be keeping it budget friendly. And then, so if that interests you, go ahead and keep on watching, right? So we're going to be keeping it budget friendly. And when I put a period here, it automatically capitalizes the next word, which I absolutely love. So if that interests you, go ahead and keep on watching, right? So you can know maybe yourself what changes you have to make. But then what you can also do is over here, obviously you can play it, and then it will start, the audio recording will start, and it will move down as it goes, right, to coincide with one another. What's also cool is rather than doing the regular speed, you can speed it up or slow it down so that it's easier to make changes to the transcription while it plays at the same time. So I actually put it on 0.8 myself so that even when I'm making corrections on the transcription, I'm listening to the rest of it and making sure that it's matching what's coming, right? So you can change the speed and what you listen to it. So I'm not going to play it because then I think you'll hear it while I'm also speaking, but I just wanted to point out, right? So that's a way of speeding up and slowing down the playback speed. And then what's cool as well is when you have here, in the settings, you can go ahead and see, all right, I had the proofreading helper on. Do you want to play only audio if you have a slow connection so the video doesn't actually play? That's a good way if you have poor Wi-Fi as well. But then you can also edit the subtitle limits, right? So this is pretty cool where you can say, how many lines up does it go? Can we have subtitles with 3 lines or only 2 or only 1? How many characters maximum per line or minimum gaps between subtitles? So you can really figure out, how do you want to make changes to how the subtitles look? Okay. You can also format them as well. And so you can choose what font you want to use. Do you want to use Arial, white 18 with a black outline, or do you want to brand it, right? Choose your brand color. In my case, maybe purple, right? So that's another thing to consider as well. You can now brand these subtitles and choose whatever font you want for them. Okay, so you go ahead through, you see the timing, you see this here, and then down here, you can also see it matching up with you speaking. And if it doesn't, you can move these to match it up more properly. So that's one thing you could do too, in case there's errors there, but I haven't seen that in the 5 videos I've done so far. Okay, so you go through and you make the corrections as you need to. And then once you finish, you just click download and it, here, so I can click this here. And then what kind of subtitles do you want? Or do you want a text document if you're going to make, a blog post or podcast transcription? So you choose which one you want. In this case for YouTube, it's the first one. You download the subtitles and then you just upload it to YouTube. So I'm not going to download this here because I need to make the corrections first. But if you go to the studio, once you download it, then you're going to find the exact video that you just fixed the subtitles for. So in my case, it was the Christmas list one. and then you click the subtitles over here, and then you click add, right? And so once you add a new one, you do the exact file when you upload it that has timing already included. You find the document, you click, yeah, this is it, open it, and it adds it to your video. And that's it. You publish it again, and now the subtitles are there in the video. So that's a process. And again, you can really customize here, and it's very user-friendly. As you saw, editing the subtitles, formatting them, doing the corrections, very easy to do. And as you can see, it actually has punctuation, it has capital letters. I love that in comparison to the YouTube ones that are automatic. Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell what I've seen so far with this tool. Highly recommend it for those of you who don't have too long of videos, where 2 hours a month is more than enough. And of course here, I'm basically going to make sure I have enough for the videos of that month, and then any extra time I'm going to use for doing old videos until they're all transcribed. So it shouldn't take me too long at all to have that accomplished. And then going forward, of course, I can use the hours as needed with my YouTube videos, but also with my teaching videos with my students. Okay, and of course you can use this as well with videos that aren't on YouTube, right? So you can go ahead, and download as well, and download the video itself with the subtitles, and then put it on, let's say, a Teachable page or a Udemy page if you're selling an online course, or on your blog, right, that you want to host yourself. That's an option too, downloading the video with the subtitles versus just the subtitles or the transcriptions. So there's obviously more that can be said, but I want to make sure to get this information out to you. I don't know if you noticed, but this is my background for spontaneous video creation. And again, I bought the smallest coupon verse, the smallest code, which is basically 2 hours of video per month. You can do a higher one and have more hours if you need to, but I don't really think it's necessary, unless you create tons and tons of video content that you need to have subtitled. So if you're an educator, of course, yes, you might be recording your lectures or your classes, so that's going to be way more than 2 hours a month. But if you're doing like small pre-recorded, here's a quick lesson on this, here's a quick explanation of that, those videos likely won't make up 2 hours worth of time every month, right? And if they do, then you can just use some of the next month's time instead, right? And kind of do it retroactively, add in the subtitles, which is possible as well. Okay, so again, if you've never used AppSumo, the link below will get you a $10 credit. I also have other links in case the deal has passed that you can check out as well, just actually checking out the program itself. I have a referral link for Happy Scribes too. So if you know of a better flat rate transcription service that's on offer, I would love to know about it as well. You can link those or comment those below so we can all learn from you as well. But this is what I've seen so far that's not subscription based or by the minute types of videos. Okay, so I'll see you next time with new videos. I already had one planned for today, which was 3 ways of using video to give student feedback on their work. And so those 3 strategies will be covered next Friday. So if you don't want to miss that, go ahead and click subscribe.